The UK Athletics Hall of Fame is adding 6 Kentucky greats, including 2 basketball legends, Rex Chapman and Tubby Smith. Chapman scored over 1,000 points in 2 seasons for the Cats. In both years at Kentucky, he was selected All-SEC First Team, and he was also the MVP of the 1988 SEC Tournament. After his Kentucky career, Chapman was selected 8th overall in the NBA by the Charlotte Hornets, and he had a 12-year career in the league. Now, Tubby Smith, of course, brought the Wildcats their 7th national championship in his first year as their head coach. He won 5 SEC regular season championships, 5 SEC tournament championships, and he was a 3-time National Coach of the Year, most recently coming in 2005. Now, earlier this summer, we talked to Coach Smith, asked him what it would mean to him to have a jersey retired at Rupp, and here's what he had to say.
Really, you don't have time to really think about it, but yeah, I would be honored. I mean, who wouldn't be? I mean, it was a great 10 years there, 12 years actually. I spent 12. I probably spent a longer time there than any previous coaches since Adolph Rupp. You know, and other than Joe B. Hall, who was there for 13 and actually played there and was assistant coach there. So he's, but as a head coach and assistant coach, I was there for actually 12 years, 2 with Rick Pitino and then 10 as a head coach. So. Yeah, that would be a special thing to do. I was so honored that they honored me when I left with an honorary degree, one of the few coaches that they've done that for at graduation. So that was a great honor that Dr. Todd had done, and I appreciate that. So yeah, Mitch Barnhart, and they've done a fantastic job there. I'm good friends with. I could still go back there a lot. I have a lot of friends there. John Calipari and I are great friends, and we've been, and we'll always be friends. And Kentucky has a special place in our heart. So yeah, we look forward to something like that.
And this is a great honor. And I'm surprised. We put this on Facebook. There are people that are still mad at Tubby after this time has passed. I think. Everything people say about him for the most part is true. Recruiting fell off. They were not winning at the level that they were winning, certainly when he got here. And a change needed to be made when he left. That was the right time for a change. But there's still, in some areas, anger towards Tubby. Is this time to let it go? He's going in the Hall of Fame. Say, welcome back to the family, Tubby. You're always welcomed here. And just let that go?
Well, I mean, it's really ridiculous when you think about it. Tubby Smith, his tenure at Kentucky, he was at Kentucky, I believe, 10 years. He had the highest winning percentage of any guy in college basketball during that 10-year frame. Like not Jim Boeheim, right. Not anybody. You could go down the list, Lou Holtz, whatever. You can go down so many people. He had the highest winning percentage. He doesn't get enough credit for that. The problem is when you look at what he did, he just didn't win the big one enough. Kentucky fans, I feel like sometimes are delusional in the sense that they expect a championship every year, and Final Fours and championships do not grow on trees.
Yeah, and I think, I know what you're saying. I think every year, I think the expectation is more than once every 10 years, which is what got him in trouble. But I think Tubby, what he did for the school, basketball-wise, he didn't get it done in a lot of ways, but he represented the school well. He continues to love everything about Lexington, everything that happened here. And I think move past it. It's now at a point Calipari has the program where people want it, winning a national title, getting to Final Fours, and competing every year. And Tubby, to me, is going to be one of those characters that I worry that the Texas Tech thing's not going to end well for him, because that's a job built for a young man. He's not a young man anymore. We're now at the point where, say, you're always a part of the family. And you think Calipari will come out and at this thing and say glowing things, and that maybe will change the perspective?
I mean, I think it'll add to it. I mean, but with the way I think Kentucky fans didn't appreciate Tubby enough until they got Billy Clyde.
Right.
And then now when you look at what John is doing, John is doing something nobody's ever seen before in basketball.
Right.
So, I mean, I feel sorry for the guy that comes after John. Tubby had to follow Rick Pitino.
Yeah.
That's a difficult shoes to fill. So, I mean, when you look at what he did, I mean, you got to give him credit where credit's due, but I think it's time to live and let go.
And I will say the Tubby won with Rick's players. Nothing will make those players angrier than hearing that, because they see Tubby as their coach. We talked with Wayne Turner and some of those guys. They fought for Tubby, and that was Tubby's championship in their eyes. I know a lot of fans don't agree with that, but they don't like that.